Of course, Katt has always known, Katt Williams has always said these things, but we never really paid a keen ear to it. Let's just hear first what Katt has always been saying first. Then we'll have our reaction later.
Breaking news.
No one was expecting Katt Williams to react like this on Diddy being arrested. Well, if you don't know this, Diddy was arrested in New York after a grand jury indictment of $100 million. Yeah, you heard that right. The feds raided his homes in Miami and LA, and it's part of a huge investigation. What's wild is they've got video evidence they're looking through, which might bring even more dirt to light. Katt Williams has seen this coming for years, calling out Diddy's wild parties and shady behavior in the industry. He's talking about the dark side of Hollywood, the stuff no one wants to admit. Katt's not surprised, and he's been dropping hints about Diddy's parties, which, according to him, were full of disturbing activities. Diddy's arrest now is just made people in the industry real nervous. Katt's comments paint a picture of Diddy's power and influence, but he's also saying that Diddy's fall might take a lot of people down with him, since a lot of well-known stars are included in these shady cases.
Let's also listen in on what the feds had to say and the accusations they're accusing Diddy of. And then we'll come back.
Today I'm announcing the unsealing of a 3-count indictment, charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, interstate transportation for prostitution. The indictment alleges that between at least 2008 and the present, Combs abused, threatened, and coerced victims to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. As alleged in the indictment, to carry out this conduct, Sean Combs led and participated in a racketeering conspiracy that used the business empire he controlled to carry out criminal activity, including sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and the obstruction of justice. As alleged, Combs used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sexual performances with male commercial sex workers, some of whom he transported or caused to be transported over state lines. Combs allegedly planned and controlled the sex performances, which he called freak-offs, and he often electronically recorded them. The freak-offs sometimes lasted days at a time, involved multiple commercial sex workers, and often involved a variety of narcotics, such as ketamine, ecstasy, and GHB, which Combs distributed to the victims to keep them obedient and compliant. A year ago, Sean Combs stood in Times Square and was handed a key to New York City. Today, he's been indicted and will face justice in the Southern District of New York.
Oh man, Diddy, P. Diddy, money love. Oh man, this guy has been indicted. Oh, Diddy. Man, it's taken quite some time. Eh? It's been over 30 years. This guy has been doing all these things. And y'all have just been watching this guy do this. And this is the time you arrest him. And just for first, before we talk about the accusations that Diddy has been indicted against, man, let me tell you, Diddy, he had the evidence in his house. You know they're after you, for real, for real. I'm not saying what he did is a good thing. You definitely know it's against the law and everything he did was just hell, for real, for real. But, you know these guys are after you. They've been after you for a while. And yet you keep the evidence in your house, you still keep the evidence. Eh? You mean money, power, and, all this fame make you stupid or something? Because he had all the evidence. Now the feds have all the evidence. They have all the video footages. They got, I don't know, he's been accused of racketeering, sex trafficking, weapons. He had all these things in his house. Man, let's just hear what the other people. But anyway, Katt has been saying this for a while, and we chose to ignore him. But the feds, I don't know why they let him get away with all this for all those years, almost 30 or over 30 years or so. We know we've had stories of him doing ABCD. I think he had all the politicians behind him, some of the politicians, as we heard. We've been following up on this story, and we have a lot in store to tell you all, man. Whatever, man, at over 1,000 bottles of baby oil. He's been doing a lot. Apparently, he's been sliding behind smoothly, Oh, Diddy, man. I guess when your time comes, even the devil is against you, All there, you just expose yourself, with all the evidence is right there. I know he's going to be in for a while. He's going to, all these cases, we had the minimum he can get is 15 years, and him being 54 years right now, I think he's going to be in for the rest of his life now. But, he has lived all his life up to 54, really, getting away with so much. And I think he's gonna sing like a bird. He has to sing and expose all the rest of the people who've been involved in this. We know so many powerful people have been in those parties, freak-offs. Ooh, Diddy's going down. We never thought we'd see this day, but what I love about Americans is they can take time. They can take time. You can get away with it as long as it takes. But in your sunset years, they're still gonna come after you. And I guess this is his time has come. Yeah, Diddy, you're going down. That's my take. Let's also listen in on other people's take. And I know it's gonna be a wide topic, and we're gonna talk about it all day, every day.